Hello everyone, this week's video is hopefully going to be fairly quick because I know my last couple of videos have been pretty long, so I'm going to rein the timing down back a bit. The first one is about He Who Shall Not Be Named. I've not got my Harry Potter top on, it's ink wash. As you guys know, I was chasing up a couple of the things that the Just Showed found to duplicate them. One I've heard about from, the second one I haven't heard about from yet. So I'm going to talk about that one. Now, I just have to go into this, go into screen grabs, screenshots, and I will pop these in the video. So let's have a look. See if I can find it. There we go. In John's LinkedIn, he put in that, and this is actually visible on some of my live streams that I will link above. I will see if I can find the time code, because I actually go into his LinkedIn profile and show it yet. But I will put the whole series of screenshots in of his LinkedIn. In part of his LinkedIn, he says, "Fine arts solo artist exhibiting internationally." And then his website underneath, and says, "My work is exhibited in some of the most prestigious venues globally, including Victoria and Albert Museum London, and headlining events such as Art Festival, Fiberfest. I think I'm waiting back from that and from the BBC and Pepsi." Right, so right, going to your email, still there. Don't worry, I'll be the reason why I'm doing this like this instead of a live stream is because I need to redact some names out. So I set up a separate email for this, and this is from the Victoria and Albert Museum. And DJ, which is the name I put on the thing. Photographs by John Cohen were included in a VA exhibit Triple Exposure, 3 photographers from the 60s. This relates to an exhibit of a very famous photographer from back in the 60s by the name of John Cohen, because I put both Kuckian and Cohen in the name. There was no results found for Kuckian, and the only results they had for Cohen were from the 60s. It was an exhibition that happened 1999 to 2000, which John would have been, he's 22 now, he was 23 this year, so he wouldn't have been that old. He'd have been 5, thereabouts. So I don't think he was working as a professional photographer in the 60s. He wasn't even born or even thought of. So that completely disproves what he said, that he's got pieces of work in a very prestigious museum here in London, when he clearly hasn't. And this is one of the most basic things. Granted, he hasn't per se pushed it out to people, but the fact that he's putting this on his LinkedIn when it is categorically untrue. So I'm waiting back to hear back from the Pepsi, BBC and one of the others. And some of them did say it could take up to 6 weeks. But if you're one of John's fans and you're here to look at what I found, how can you believe somebody when one of their basic facts that they put on social media is untrue? And how he called Peter Mon out for certain things when his Tumblr pretty much mirrored Peter's, and the vast people who have gone into this deeply have actually uncovered the fact that most of the pictures that were on Peter's Tumblr were of people of age, except for the child pictures which they're allowed to post. We're talking about somebody who never shows context, who has extremely prolific and extremely good skills when it comes to Photoshop. He's also been planning this for a while, and I mean a while. This isn't just something he did off the back of Peter doing a couple of videos about the Kuckian cosmetics launch. This has been planned for a year. This attack is horrid, it is vile, and if you stand by it, then you need counselling, because it is wrong. If the guy can't even tell the truth in one item, one thing, and then there's the fact that those blue contacts, his eyes aren't blue, his eyes are brown. And why is he using the name Kuckian instead of Cohen? But then again, I can't really speak on that because I use a different last name. But the fact that one of his plain simple facts that he has art that was exhibited in a museum, a very famous museum here in the UK, and it's not true. And then the placeable fact that he's supposed to have got these beautiful blue, bright blue eyes that people keep talking about. It's in contacts. And you can tell when he's looking down, you can see the rim of the contact. You can tell that it's a contact. If you look at his old modelling photos, you can tell. This guy really does need shaking. I don't know what's up with him. I am going to send this video over to Margot, Peter and a few others so that they have this as reference, because it is underhanded to say the least. Like I said, what I will do is I will try and find the part in one of my live streams where I show you the LinkedIn where it actually shows you the whole profile, or if his profile is still up, I will see if it still says these particular things, which I think it does. It did last time I checked. But the plain simple fact that he's lying about things as basic as his artwork and his eye colour, how can you trust him to tell you the truth on other things? It's like with me, I tell you the truth on almost everything I do. Yeah, there are a lot of things I don't share, but that's up to me. I don't share everything about my life, which is fine, that's my decision. The fact that John's willing to crucify other people's lives on social media for kicks, but yet as soon as somebody pushes back on him, it's harassment. Very reminiscent of Joy, unfortunately. Right, I'm going to stop before I get mad. This guy literally just, the fact that he lies so readily literally grinds my gears. Anyway, that's it for now. I am going to talk to my mum tomorrow. Tomorrow for you be Thursday for me, so the day after tomorrow. For me, about releasing that other video, because I want to make sure she's okay with it before I do. Excuse me. So if it's released, that means she's fine about it. If it's not released, that means she doesn't want it to be released, which is her decision. Next week I lose monetization, which sucks, but there we go. And I should get some extra pennies this week, or next week, depending on when YouTube decide to pay us the money that we've earned. Because apparently we are still getting paid the money that any money that we've earned. We're just not allowed to keep on earning. Anyway, I'm going to do another video. And I'm going to edit these tonight, because this one, I'm trying to keep the next couple of videos pretty low, because I have a lot of book work, book planning and book release stuff to work on. So, anyway, right. Stay safe, be good, have fun, and I will see you soon.